Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostradamus, and let's get right into it. I don't know about you all, but I've been up for, I don't know, 3 hours now. Woke up 3 a.m., wasn't too happy about it, had a good sleep, whatever. You guys don't care. The good news is I woke up and to Bitcoin moving back in the right direction. So that's nice. A lot of strength out there in Bitcoin. I don't know, man. It's weird. So we still got options expiration and I think options and futures on Friday. Who knows what's going to happen over today in the next couple days? Is it why the price was dropping? Maybe, probably. It's a bit weird. The crypto market's a bit weird. A lot of volatility. That being said, it didn't drop that much, right? It could have dropped much more. The panic was starting. All the technical analysis people were talking. Let's hop over to the chart real quick that I'm looking at. Stock market's pumping too. Stock market's up. So hopefully you guys hopefully you're all on the long side of the stock market. Stock market and NASDAQ's up 70. Who knows? See if that holds. What's gold? Gold's up 5. E-mini S&P's up 13.5. Pre-market, we got 3 minutes to go. What's volatility? It's got to be down, right? Volatility's got to be down. Silver's up 13 cents. That's a monster move. I'm kidding, but it's kind of not. Volatility's down 50 cents. Bitcoin. What is going on with Bitcoin? Apparently, it's actually kind of big news when you really look at it deep down. Tesla moved Bitcoin again, right? So you'd be like, who cares? Tesla's accepting Bitcoin as payment. Like, why would that pump the market? And is that what's pumping the market? Maybe, probably. To me, the big news is apparently, and I haven't verified this yet, so please check this out on your own. Bitcoin was just over 57,000. Looking good, looking strong. So I'm pretty happy about that. So apparently the big news is they're not going to convert it to fiat, which I think is great, amazing news. I mean, how many cars are full self-driving or whatever, it'll be interesting to see how much people actually use Bitcoin to buy their car. I mean, even me, I want each one of the Teslas. If I continue to do really well, if my crypto continues to 5x or 10x, I'm looking to buy real estate, more real estate. I'm going to want to buy it as my car. So what the difference between someone with money and someone without money is? This is general, but it's generally true, right? A car payment. So, I mean, my car payment was running me like $500 a month. And I had that bad boy for 7 years. I put very little down because I couldn't afford to at the time. And I paid the thing off. And I've had it paid off now for a little over 3 years. Still gets me around, still in good shape, 100K miles. You know how nice it is to not have to pay like that $500 and $550 car payment. I want a new car, don't get me wrong. I want a new Tesla, but man, you're talking, now I'm going to add another $700 car payment to my monthly nut. Yeah, no, bro, that's right now I'm dollar cost averaging as much money as I can into Bitcoin and Ethereum, things like that. So the second I go out and buy a Tesla car, then now I got that payment on my hands again, right? So I'm trying to hold off on that as long as possible. Maybe get another year out of it, maybe 2, right? I don't know. If my crypto 10x's, which is possible, that's a lot of freaking money. It's time to live life a little. I'm gonna go out and get me a Cybertruck and a Tesla Plaid. If my crypto portfolio 10x's, I could see that happening, right? I don't need both cars. Hell, lately, the past year, I haven't driven around that much because of COVID, but I don't know how much that's going to change. That being said, in my crypto 10x's, I am not going to be worried about. I don't want to say it, but it's job related, right? Like if I have millions in the bank, why I'm not going to be worried about putting in a bunch of switches and servers at some client because I probably won't be working anymore. I'm going to be fire, baby. What is something financial independence, retire early? It's more like financial sunshine on my ass. I got lucky in crypto, retire early, right? And anyway, so Bitcoin back up over 57,000. I'm really happy about that. Ding, ding, ding. The stock market bell is off to the races. Let's see how we're doing. Then we're going to talk about I am looking and I'm trying to decide whether I want to buy, because I love all these. Polkadot. And hey guys, Silver Platter handed to you yesterday. I'm like, buy mana. This wasn't financial advice. This is just stuff I wanted to buy if I had the money. I'm not a financial advisor. Oh my goodness, you all know this. You're sick of hearing it. I was like, I love mana. I love Enjin. I love Flow. They were all up big today, right? The big disappointment, I should have made the title Uniswap sucks ass, because it's, I don't know, maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but it was kind of underwhelming news and it's not coming out to May. I don't know if it's going to help with the miner fees. That being said, I mean, if Uniswap version 3 is pretty good. Good morning, Bill Tucker. Bill Tucker in the house. How you doing, brother? I'm assuming you're doing pretty good because the markets are pumping. Uniswap, yeah. Yeah, and I'm still trying to digest all the news. I don't understand all that liquidity pool BS they're doing and all the little different things. I mean, that's going to take a little more time than I have to like fully digest and understand. Look, dude, I just want my Ethereum to go to the moon like big boy. Big boy promised 2,500 February 14th. It's almost 2 months later. I'm doing great. I'm a little tired. Working on these wireless surveys and designs that don't get me started. Firewalls. Look, I got electronic. You probably can't even see it. I got firewalls and APs and switches all over my desk. Anyway, yeah, man, the markets are. Tesla's only up $2 though. Tesla's taking Bitcoin, which I think is amazing, great news. I mean, who cares? Like if I were to go buy my Tesla or my 2 Teslas like I want to when I'm balling out of control on my crypto 10Xs, I'm in dreamland. Yes, I'm in dreamland. I go to bed dreaming about all the money I'm going to make in crypto, all the Teslas I'm going to buy, the big ass new house on the beach, blah, 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 all the taxes I'm going to pay, first world problems. Am I going to buy it in Bitcoin though, right? Maybe just to be part of the story, but it's a tax event, right? Like, so I'm not going to do it unless that Bitcoin's been over a year. I mean, that would be ideally over a year, short-term capital gains, and that Tesla, right? It's going to pain at any point to ever sell that crypto, right? Especially if you can buy it in cash at the time. Or, you know, I'm sure the interest rates on cars are really good. Why? Maybe put the down payment in Bitcoin, I guess. I don't know. But the news is, and if a lot of people do buy their cars in Bitcoin, it's big news. If correct, Tesla's not going to convert it to fiat. Whether or not that changes, depending on market conditions, is obviously very fluid. Anyway, let's see how we doing in the stock market. Tesla's hanging flat. The NASDAQ is kind of dipping. It was up about 20, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 more points. Wasn't it? What did I say? Like 69, 70? I don't even remember anymore. Let's see if this can hold on. Apparently, more big news. Another 3 trillion. Biden wants another 3 trillion. Apparently, we get to shit as many dollars as we want. Not worry about it. Oh no, I just got demonetized. Wait, I'm not demonetized. I'm not even monetized. So who cares, YouTube? Demonetize me. So we're going to shit out another 3 trillion. I don't know what it's all going towards. I haven't looked into it. It's just the headlines. The headlines today. So the headlines yesterday, Bitcoin's going to crash back down to sub 50,000. Today, the headlines are Bitcoin is breaking out. It's going to go above 60,000. I have almost completely stopped watching and looking at any Bitcoin and cryptocurrency news. Again, as I discussed yesterday, I have my conviction in cryptocurrency. I'm going to buy it, close my eyes, and, you know, just reap profits, no matter if that takes 2 months or 20 years, you know. Seems like these COVID relief packages are going to turn Naito Ubi. I don't know what that means, brother. Turn Naito Ubi. Yeah, so my tattooed chef. How's my tattooed chef? My tattooed chef strangle came off yesterday. Is there anything? We put a new one on, right? We put a new one on, didn't we? Yeah, 58 days out. That one's kind of flat. My bullish put spread was down a bit. That's almost flat now. I feel like that one's going to turn around. into universal basic income. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, I I don't even know if some of our best economists, financial economists, know what's really going to happen. But I mean, that's like some high level Harvard stuff right there when it gets into some of that. I don't even begin a lot. There's a lot of people out there that think they understand politics and the finance system and blah blah blah. I mean, I don't know, man. There's some pretty in-depth formulas and lots of things to consider, and even the best get it wrong. So I by no means think I know the answers. Is another $3 trillion what we need, or is it going to continue to cause problems? I personally don't believe a lot of these people saying out there it's imminent, like big boy, that the stock market is doomed, the stock market is going to crash, the United States economy is going to crash. There's a lot more to it than that. At the end of the day, I don't think that's going to happen. I've gone on record saying I do think the stock market's going to have a rocky year. I don't think it's going to be these massive gains everyone predicted. I could see a down, sideways to down, slowly down. I don't think we're going to crash. I don't think the future is doomed. I do think Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is what our society, our human race, all that needs. I think there's a lot of, I mean, it's not the answer, the solution, everything. Like I said yesterday, there's only trade-offs. There's no solutions, right? So, yeah, dude, I think Bitcoin or some form of cryptocurrency, likely Bitcoin, is the current currency of the human race, right? Eventually, it's just a matter of how long that adoption takes. And the wheels of democracy, the wheels of other governments are going to slower than what it needs to be, right? So anyway, again, just keep buying, buy on the dips. Like ideally, I don't know where it's going, right? My price targets on Bitcoin are probably somewhere between 100 and 2,000, but I don't know, man. No one knows, right? I don't think 500,000 is likely this year, like some people are saying, or anything over 300,000. The higher it goes in the shorter time frame, the harder it's going to fall back, and it's just going to, it's the kind of volatility, that kind of volatility I don't really want to see. I would much rather see a nice steady incline with like 20-30% corrections on our way to the next halving and continuing to go up the next decade, not another let's go parabolic crazy 20-30x or whatever it was and then 95% decline. And I've already gone on record saying I don't think that's going to happen because of the liquidity coming in, right? And it's already showing that to be the case, right? If this was the last cycle, this last pullback probably would have been much more violent, and it was only like 12 or 15%. I mean, this still could be a dead cat bounce, and we could still go back down to some of these levels people talked about. The thing is, we don't know. We're still waiting on that, I guess, NY Dig and some companies coming out saying they bought Bitcoin. If that were to happen, it would probably shoot up a bit too fast again, and then we'll see another pullback. But going up to like 70, 80,000 and then pulling back down, say we go up to 75,000 and then we pull back down to 65,000, right? Well, I mean, that's just stair step up and then come back down a little bit, stair step, right? That's cool with me, right? It might not be as cool the longer you wait to get in, right? When you get in at 62,000 and now a week or two later it crashes down to like 52,000, that's not a lot of fun, but that's why you got to get in sooner rather than later. As I always say, buy an amount you can afford to lose. That way you don't have night sweats at night. You're not checking the price in the middle of the night. You get up, go to the bathroom, you check the price, you see it's down another $2,000. You can't get back to sleep. Now your life is ruined from a health standpoint, and you're losing money you can't afford to lose. You start panic selling, saying, well, at least if I get out now, I only lose it, right? So just buy an amount. And if you can't afford to buy Bitcoin, then address that before you buy Bitcoin, right? Anyway, enough about that. I do want to talk about Polkadot. So which one should I get? Polkadot, Kusama, Flow? I'm sitting here, I'm a little bit bummed because I got news from BlockFi. So BlockFi is a really good platform. You earn, I don't remember, like 6.25 or something like that on your Bitcoin. And it used to be 6%, I'll say. I don't remember the exact number, but I think it's 6.5 or 6% on the first 2.5 Bitcoin. Then after that, it's 3%. Well, I just got an email saying they're changing it. Surprise, surprise. Now it's only 1 Bitcoin. Then after 1 Bitcoin, it's only 2%. So I have like 1.7 Bitcoin over on my BlockFi. And I was like, man, that's a pain in the butt. That sucks. What do? Do I worry about, I could transfer the 0.7 to Gemini and get 3%, or I can transfer the 0.7 to Celsius and get back up to 6%. And then when's Celsius going to change it? I don't know. Is it worth all that? And it scares the hell out of me transferring my coin around and then just having it spread a bunch of different ways. What if I need to get... And then another thing about... All right, so I want to buy... I have 15,000, roughly 15,000 G. It's all these pairs, man. It's such a pain in the butt. So I have 15,000 GUSD and BlockFi earn at 8.6%. But I'm really, really wanting to buy... I love Polkadot because I think Polkadot is poised for an explosion here pretty soon with the parachain auctions. I don't know when that's happening, but it's coming soon, and I think it's going to cause Polkadot and Kusama and several Polkadot related projects to explode. I'm thinking minimum 2x, right? So I have to sit here and calculate all this. Well, in order to even get into Kusama, Polkadot, and Flow, I got to get my money from BlockFi to Kraken. Kraken's a pain in the ass because you can't just deposit money. You have to wire or transfer in the crypto, right? And so, order to do this, these are some of the nightmare BS. Oh, crypto's easy. You could just buy it and blah, blah, blah. Nah, dude. Nah, bro. So anyway, I gotta convert my GUSD. This is the best path I've found so far. Convert my GUSD to BUSD on BlockFi. That's quick. That doesn't cost anything. Then I transfer the BUSD to Binance, right? Well, that scares the hell out of me, so I want to test it. I'm doing it with $100, and that costs me $10 in fees. If I'm doing the whole 15,000, $10 in fees. $10, no big deal. I want to test it. I'd much rather spend an extra $10 and test it, make sure I didn't F this up versus screwing up 15 grand, right? But then Binance is like, oh, this will be done by tomorrow, 8 p.m. So I got to wait like over 24 hours for the test and then send the rest, right? And then I got to convert the BUSD to Tether, transfer that to Kraken, which is going to be more fees. That'll probably be really quick transfer. And then with the Tether, I think I can buy Kusama. So right now I'm leaning more towards Kusama, which you can get 12% staked on Kraken, or Flow, because I really like Flow too. And Flow is 9% staked on Kusama. Maybe I do half and half, I'm not sure. But I think in order to buy the Flow, I gotta convert the USDT to USD, and I'm not sure if there's gonna be more fees, how easy that is, because they only have a USD to Flow pair, right? But again, Flow 9%, I like it a lot, earning interest. So the reason I'm more leaning towards Kusama or Flow versus more Polkadot is when I buy more Polkadot, I have to worry about the whole tax thing again, because I've already bought a bunch of Polkadot, first in, first out, blah, 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 blah. Make sure come tax time, you know, the formulas work here and there, and right? That way, if I get into something different like Flow or Kusama that I'm not in yet, I know, like, the times it started here. Plus Kusama, which is probably a bit more riskier than Polkadot, but more upside in my opinion, is good. And I think Flow or Kusama is going to be very successful too. And then there's Flow. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about. I put it in the title. If you're coming around wondering if if Polkadot or Kusama or Flow, any one of those out there are ones you're considering buying and you love to hear idiot YouTubers' opinions, there you go, man. I love them all. And you can earn, like I said, 12% on your Polkadot, 12% on your Kusama, and 9% on your Flow. Flow is actually really one of the, there's a few reasons I like Flow. One, CryptoKitties, very popular. They've been very successful with multiple NFT projects. The NBA Top Shots are flying off the shelves. If you even go try to buy a common pack, you have to go get in line. You got to check your emails, get in line. It's basically a lottery ticket. They sell out instantly if you don't get picked. In order to buy special packs, you have to have moments, like they call them moments. So basically you have to have like 3 moments from common packs. And those things are usually a few $100s. And the craze is crazy. Like if anyone has any experience with trading cards in general, whether it's Pokemon or sports, you get that mania, right? Now we're talking about, it's really pretty freaking cool. Like if you're, dude, like this would have been a dream to me as you could think about it. You don't just get a card or a rare card of your favorite player. You could get a rare card of your favorite player posterized dunking over someone, or some like fancy pass or alley-oop, or you know, block video, dude. That is so freaking cool, right? Of course that's gonna be like that bubble's not bursting, right? And I mean, there's an NFT bubble that might burst, but that is going to be successful. And then if they get into football, right? And then there's another one out there, another YouTuber. I don't watch all his videos because, again, I'm trying to not watch all these crypto videos, but he does really good videos. Coin Bureau did a really good video on Chilliz. I'd highly recommend checking that out. I do want to buy some Chilliz. And the ETH miner fees, right? I only want to buy like $1,000 or $500 worth of Chilliz. And in order to do that, the ETH fees are $100. And I'm just like, man, I don't know if I want it that much, but Chilliz you can buy on Uniswap, and you can, so real convenient, easy way to buy a lot of these tokens. I mentioned a few times, I don't really hear other people talking about it, because everyone's all old school MetaMask and Uniswap. The Coinbase cold wallet's actually a really good wallet. You can connect your Coinbase cold wallet to Uniswap, just like MetaMask. You can send people, and Coinbase is a big exchange, right? So obviously I'm not a fan of Coinbase fees, like buying Bitcoin or Ethereum, but the wallet's really cool. You can transfer between your Coinbase account and your Coinbase wallet really easily, and I don't think that costs any money. And you get a username, right? So you can send money to someone else by their username. Like, feel free to test it. At Nostradamus, send me all the Bitcoin and Ethereum you want, right? We just want to make sure that works, right? Just a little test, right? Like, I don't know, 1/10 of an Ethereum or 0.05 Bitcoin. I'm not going to complain, and you get to see it work in action, right? Anyway, where was I going? Oh, so Chilliz, right? You can on the Coinbase cold wallet, if you have whatever you have over there, you have to hit the little like ellipses, and you like beep beep beep, and you like convert my Ethereum, right? And then you can pick the coin you want to convert it to, and you can pick up between a lot of them, like Chilliz is on there, right? And it'll do it on 1inch for you. 1inch is an AMM or whatever that, I don't know, it checks all the different exchanges and tries and gives you the best price. But again, just to buy like $1,000, whether it's 50 cents or $1,000 of Chilliz, it was going to cost me like depending on the time of day, 90 to double that in miner fees, right? And that's why the Uniswap thing is kind of disappointing, and why we really do need the Ethereum roll-ups that are coming. I do think they're going to get that handled. I've even heard talk of like Ethereum 2.0 has been pushed up and going to come out much, much sooner, which is probably what's needed, but we also don't want them to rush it, and there'd be bugs or flaws or what have you. So it's a bit tough. At the same time, I mean, silver linings, maybe that holding back Ethereum, maybe that's helping hold back Bitcoin and stopping a bit of, you know, some of the parabolic moves. Again, I don't want cryptocurrency to move up too fast, because it's just going to lead to a bigger Chiliz is on Binance. Oh, Binance. Yeah, brother, I'm in the United States. It's not on Binance.us, right? I don't think it is. If it is, I'm buying some right now. I'm checking right now, son. Let's see what we got. I think it's only on Binance, not Binance US. Yeah, it's not on Binance US. We don't get all the good stuff, man. Like someone was telling me you could get Polkadot stake for 18%. Canada. Oh man, where at? Like I've often considered moving to Canada, more like British Columbia, right? But yeah. So is it true you can stake Polkadot on Binance for 18%? If that's the case, I'm probably packing my bags right now. What does it take to declare citizenship in Canada? Tesla's down. Tesla's now down $7. What's happening? Oh my goodness, the Nasdaq. Yeah, bro, I bet I see it. Okay, I see it's beautiful there. I think what's his face is from there. Deadpool. What's his name? I'm brain parting. It's Sterling. I love that guy, right? He's from there. You're from there. Let's go, baby. I'm packing my bags, man. Bet the air is nice and clean. How cold's it get in the winter? Tesla's down, the Nasdaq's down. That got ugly fast. So the Nasdaq's now down 50 points. Mara, all my Bitcoin related stuff's up. That's good. Helping the accounts stay up. Most of the accounts are up. IRA is going to be down because that's like 80-90% Tesla. That's all right. I got at least 8 to 10 more years before I can dip into that IRA. As long as Tesla 10X's by then, I'm gravy. I'm Gucci. 10-year, what do we got? Bonds and notes, what are they doing? Bonds and notes are down a bit. Why is the market down? Bonds and notes down. Silver's down now. Wasn't it just up? Yeah, it's interesting. I would be tempted to fade this NASDAQ and go long, but I'm not jumping in front of that train. I don't know what. Let me check the news on one of my apps. Maybe something's like, I doubt it. Just that two-sided action that I think we're going to see for a while. And I think ultimately the NASDAQ is not, I think the NASDAQ is going to be negative on the year. I'm going out, I'm saying it now. I don't think it's going to be ugly, but I think it's going to be down. Instead of being up 30% for the year, like it has been for the last 10 years, maybe it's down 10, 15, 20%, right? We can make plenty of money with it that way. Iron condors, even bullish put spreads still make money as long as it's not huge moves. All credit spreads, we're going to hit them. We're going to hit them all. Let's see how we're doing on some of them, right? My strangle, playing it from both sides. Strangle's hanging around flat, even up a couple bucks. As long as it continues to chop sideways, go up, go down, all around, that Strangle's going to come in as a winner again, right? Yeah, Riot's doing really well. Bitcoin must be pumping. Mara's only up a buck. What do I got over here? Just shares? So I'm gonna let this pump up a little bit because my covered calls came in really good on Riot and Mara, man. You know, Bitcoin dump, my covered calls, a bunch of covered calls, got a ton of premium for it. They came off as 50% winners. I'm gonna right? And then in Riot, instead of selling more covered calls as it was going down, I sold a put, right? It's no different, right? You go buying stocks when they're down, right? Well, if you're in the options world, instead of buying the stock, you sell a cash secured put, right? So now that put is now up 35 bucks. As long as Bitcoin continues to pump and go up, that one should easily come off as a 50% winner. And if Riot pumps up to like 60, near 60 again, then I start selling the covered calls, right? So that's how you do it, man. Or if you don't have the stock, you could still sell naked calls if you're a baller, or call credit spreads. Let's take a look at what the juice is like. So 60 days out. I can go 58 days out and sell a 65 covered call and receive roughly $400 for it. That's pretty good. But again, I think we got more pump in it, so I'm gonna let this pump up. Maybe they even add some strikes, and then we wait till maybe another 10 days and see where we're sitting, and then maybe sell some covered calls. Should have sold a put over in Mara, but I didn't. And then DM's struggling today. Well, that's going to happen, I guess, if the market's down. So the Nasdaq's now hovering around 50. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Let's get to work, boys and girls. Bitcoin. Bitcoin's now dipping again. I'm not worried about it. Again, I'm try not to look at the price that much. Gotta let this week shake out. We need that NY big news. If it flushes, it flushes. I'm not worried about it. This could go all the way down. I mean, I'm not going to enjoy it, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. If it were to go all the way back down, the prices we discussed, like below 50,000, I think there's a huge support level at 47,000. It rains. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Have a good one for sure, Bill. All right, yeah, so Bitcoin, if it drops, there's a lot of support at 47,000. Goes down to that, I'm not worried about it. If it dips down below that, even more than that, whatever, man. It's going to come back up. It's just going to come back down. It's going to catapult back up. We'll see where it ends up. Ethereum was over 7. Oh, Ethereum's still holding pretty strong. Up 3% on the day. Still hanging tough over 17. Cardano, my biggest bag. How we doing? $1.15. That is great news. Hold strong, baby. And Polkadot, 35.69. All right, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace and love you.